Hey guys, welcome to the HKC 217 podcast. This podcast is sponsored by ADS Financials, and this episode we're going to be talking about his weekend at Three Sisters in Wigan. So,
yeah, Three Sisters in Wigan this episode,
Yep.
And this episode is sponsored by ADS Financial. ADS Financial have come on board this year, which he is a financial advisor who we know, Alan, is kindly offered to sponsor Hudson's bike. He's also on his levers as well. So a massive thank you to Alan. We'll put a link in the description to get in contact with him on his Facebook and I think his Instagram and his, more important, LinkedIn for business. So a massive thank you to ADS Financial. So as we roll in to Three Sisters, Wigan, wet, dry, wet. No?
No, dry, wet, dry.
Dry, wet, dry.
Dry, wet, Sebby.
So, as we always do, we're going to cover through the race report for the weekend, which started off on the practice day. Spent the bike tweaking the setup for what was a bumpy, high-speed track in gorgeous sunny conditions. Going back to the bumpiness, pretty much every rider, including Hudson, said it was a lot bumpier than when you were there last year.
And every year we've gone there, it's been more and more bumpy.
So yeah, we had to do a lot of tweaking, pressures, suspension, trying to get it as best as you could. It was just super bumpy. You improved all day and you was happy with the progress. So you rolled into qualifying, which is a really nice sunny conditions. Unfortunately, there was an oil spill on the track in, I think it was second practice, or it must have been first practice. Anyway, it was Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
So it was Dave who went into Superman mode.
Did running man.
Running man, Mark Marquez style, and bent his toenail back, I think he ended up doing. Lucky to get away with not a serious injury there.
Yeah.
And then everybody had to do practice 2. I think it was practice 2. Not very happy with the conditions. It weren't 100%. Everybody were, because the off was in our camp area or in our paddock area where we were. Obviously, everybody were a little bit hesitant around that bit, but we went and had a little look on the track.
Had a look, and there's one line through it, and you just had to. It looks like it's super slippy.
Yeah, it didn't look obviously very good with the sand and whatever knocked down, but I think Zach helped. Zach went across with you actually, so massive shout out to Zach who went and stood on that corner, so you were looking at what some of the other sessions were going through there. Like I said, we only had like one practice session, then that happened, then the next practice session everybody were a bit cautious on that bit. You actually really down the pecking order lap wise time, but again, you watched the rest of everybody doing warm up, and then it was dinner time, and we rolled into qualifying 1 and qualifying 2, and you got your confidence back on the track, and you got P2 on the grid for the 110 race, and you got P10 for the 140 race.
On my 110.
On your 110. And that pretty much summed up Saturday. I mean, it was absolutely mint conditions. Amazing. We did know on the weather, we were looking, thinking it could rain, and as we woke up to wet and rainy conditions on Sunday, you wasn't fazed by the wet track, as we know that Three Sisters is a notoriously very grippy track.
Yeah.
So you weren't really fussed about that.
I was actually quite happy, to be honest.
Yeah, wash away old Dave's oil. So rolling into the Ovale 110 Cup race, starting on the front row, you got off to a good start, followed by Valentino until Luna, and you overtook him on the straight after Luna. On lap 2, Charlie overtook you in the same place, so dropped back to second place. Charlie broke away from me, but I knew I had a good gap for third place, so I was happy to sit in second place and not push too hard in the, I think it were dampish conditions. Still in the morning, we're definitely wet in the morning.
In the morning, it were really wet.
Yeah, it were wet.
Yeah.
Not raining though, I don't think.
No.
So you finished in P2 for race 1. Rolling into race 2, it was still damp on the track, but drying. Starting from P3 in qualifying, I got a great start into second and was following Charlie and keeping pace with him. I made a mistake on the final corner on lap 3, ran deep, but I cut him back up immediately, so I knew I had the pace to pressure Charlie, and I was behind him. I had a few looks at overtaking him, waiting for my opportunity, and on the penultimate lap came when Charlie missed a gear and I overtook him for first position. I put in a PB fastest lap of the race and finished under pressure in first position, which were, that was a good race to watch, that one.
Yeah.
I thought the race had gone away from you because it were on the final corner.
Yeah.
You ran really deep, not onto the grass, and like Charlie actually got quite far away from you. Like okay, that's pretty much done. But as you were catching him, and I was signalling to you that you were doing a good lap time, and you're actually going faster than Charlie, and you could obviously see that you were reeling in. So that were a really good victory, that one.
Yeah.
A good win. A good win against dodgy conditions again, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in race 3, as we were in the pit paddock area, we had a look round, and Hudson and Travis had opted for slicks because at this point it was dry on the track.
Yeah.
So for other people's races, it was flashing wet maybe an hour before, and then it dried up again, or it would look like it were going to rain. We were confident that the rain wouldn't start and the track was dry. Pretty much everybody else looked like they had wets on. So I like to Hudson, you've got a chance of pretty much getting away from people here. It's going to be a bit dodgy conditions if it rains. So you started in P2, got in a few laps behind Charlie. Valentino overtook you, dropping yourself to third. I tried to overtake. Valentino got into Luna and got pushed wide.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got pushed wide.
Yeah, because Valentino overtook me. Clean move, but then I don't know. I think
you lost your drive.
I lost my drive.
Off, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to roll off.
And Travis nipped past you.
Travis nipped past me.
Could see the riders battling in front of me, so you dropped to fourth at that point.
Yeah.
See the riders battling in front of me. It was so close between us, and I got past Travis and close up to the leaders. Oh, this is where you were.
You were like, yeah. Sorry, me.
Yeah, so you got past Travis. You were behind Travis for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, and then
you got past Travis and you caught up to Valentino and Charlie.
Yeah, and I think
you come in and you went, I just needed like one more lap. I think you did your PB of the race on that when you got.
Yeah.
In fact, you got the fastest lap of all, with the fastest lap of all the races. I don't know if that's fastest lap of the weekend or what. I don't know if I put that right there.
Well,
I got past Travis, close up to the leaders with the fastest lap of all the races.
Well, yeah, because
sounds like you got the fastest lap of all 3 races over everybody.
They count the fastest lap of the weekend, obviously in your class, from the races. They don't do it in the practices or qualifying.
Yeah, I was just on about if that's you. I'm on about your fastest lap of the races or overall fastest lap. I'll have to look at that. I'll flash up the graphic if that's right. You come in and just said you needed one more lap. It was a fantastic race finish, and you finished in third. So decent results there in dodgy conditions: a second, a first, and a third. Rolling into the 140 race, I used my 110 for all 140 races. I felt more confident and finished in 5th position. That were in race 1.
Yeah.
In race 2, I had a great battle with Travis and Daniel for 6th position, and was leading our little 110 group, and ran deep in corner 2 mid-race, and they got past, and then ran onto the grass on the final corner and finished in P8. Oh my gosh, I can remember that one. You remember that? On final corner, you did go grass. I don't know, you kept it up right.
Yeah.
Race 3, opted for slicks. I was in 6th position, and then the heavens open. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can remember this one. So it was dry all the race, and then probably with 3 laps to go, it absolutely bombed it down. Pretty much everybody were on slicks. Everybody dropped the lap times down 15 seconds. We're all like waving.
Yeah, we're like going, like you're looking at track and you just like looking at everyone.
Hudson had a good gap for 7th, I think, and he just rolled it home in 6th. But I mean, like they really had to slow down the pace. So that was a P6 in the 140 on your 110, which was nice results there. So as we're rolling through and speeding through a little bit, we'll go up to the results. So looking at the JSM 90 class. I'll just get rid of that bit there. So we've got JSM 90 class. So in third position is
Leo Solux.
In second position is Max Robinson. So we know Max. So Max come out to Spain with us at the beginning of the year. So he's a good little rider, doing really well in the Irish Championship. So he's a good little rider. And it was nice to see his dad as well. And in first position, it was Joshua Herring. As I haven't got the mini GP screen thing up there, but there's only Jack Hamilton on the mini GP 90, so Jack Hamilton won that one. Looking at the Ovale 110 Cup overall results, so in third position it was
Daniel Stevenson.
In second position it was
me,
Hudson Cooper, and in first position was Charlie Cunningham. I think that was Charlie Cunningham's first Ovale 110 win.
Yeah,
if I can remember correctly. Yeah.
Oh no, not a T-side, no, because I won. Yeah, I think.
Not a Rowra.
I don't know. I'll have to check.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
So rolling in to the Mini GP 140. So in third position, another great result there for Charlie Cunningham. In second position is
Wilson Dilks.
And in first position is Super Tyler Humphreys. Some fantastic racing that weekend by them guys. Wow. Rolling into the next one, which is the Ovale 160 Cup. So in third position, it was another rider that we know really well, who went out to Spain with us, Lewis Mullen, who come across for pretty much a practice weekend, really, weren't it? So Lewis Mullen coming third. In second place is Thole Trevorrow, and in first position in the 160 Cup, it is Tyler Humphreys. And we go on to the Mini GP 190 Junior class. So in third position it was Kobe Garbrandt. In second position it was
Kobe Perry.
And in first position, Super El Loco
Luca Wilkinson.
And we go into the 190 senior class, which is including the Bucci Cup. So in third position is somebody we've actually been chatting along with over the last couple of rounds, which is Tim Patterson. Good bloke. Somebody else we know, Brian Hamilton, which is Jack Hamilton's brother. And in first position is Sullivan Munce, who is he'd just come for some practice. I think it was a week before he was racing in Donington. Sullivan Munce, and he's a British Talent Cup rider. So he's a good lad as well, and we had a little chat with him. Into the mini bike JSM 140. In third position it's Stephen Humphreys. In second position it's Tommy Fielding, and in first position it's Harvey Lanthorpe, who I believe he's riding for AMR. He's the AMR rider. I'm sure it's him. I don't know if this is a mistake there or not. Is that right? Are they into both? I don't know. So it says mini bike 160 vets overall. I didn't know you could enter both there, but it says in third position Tommy Fielding, in second position Dan Pearson. Oh, we know Dan Pearson, no way. And in first position Harvey Lanthorpe. I don't know if that's right. I don't think that's right. Harvey Lanthorpe's not a veteran. Anyway, errors of administration beyond my control. So wait a minute. Where's that one said that?
The also mini bike
160. Oh, I think this is the vets. Mini bike 160 vets is Michael Judkins in third position. Michael Nellyans. I should have let you say that one. Nellyans. Nellyans, I'd say. And in first position is Tom Reverie. I think that one's wrong. I think that's that's overall where they finished. Combined classes.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, alright.
Stephen, I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, so we'll go on. And this is the Super Minis class, which is Calvin Kelly in third position, Jamie Callan in second position, and Lawrence Wardle in first position. And that concludes the Wilton Mill round, which were a really good round.
Yeah.
If you can remember, on the Saturday night we had
Wilton Mill.
Sorry.
Three Sisters.
Yeah, really good round. Really enjoyed it. We were with Dave, Luca, Steve. We had a massive meal outside. Massive shout out to who made tea that time. I can't remember who made tea that time. I think Steve did a curry, didn't he?
Steve did a curry, and then
we had loads of people around.
Yeah, and then the night before, I think we had fish and chips.
No, fish and chips the night before, yeah. So we all had a big table out there. Joel come across, and his dad Danny, Adrian were across there as well.
Thingy. What's his name? It's just been on them.
I forgot. I know who you're on about. George Ball's dad. He was there.
Yeah.
He was there. So we stayed out there. We had a game of fajita slap.
Yeah.
Wrap slap. That were really fun. Had a really good weekend. Like we had all his awnings together, which were fantastic. We had a good little setup there in a really good position. Massive shout out to Steve for going up there on Monday night. Not Monday night, was it? But yeah. So a really good weekend, that one. Positive results. Difficult conditions. Happy we come away. Like the setup, messing with setup, we're all right. So
yeah, we had to change it a lot, didn't we? On Friday, didn't we?
Yeah, we were messing about with gearing as well.
Gearing, yeah. Well, no, we changed the gearing on.
I think we changed the gearing Saturday.
Saturday, yeah, like later, yeah, in the afternoon afternoon Saturday.
I think it was for Q2.
Q2.
Tweaking a little bit. Yeah, so really good weekend. So that concludes that. So what do we roll into after that?
Wilton Mill.
So the next episode will be Wilton Mill, but we're just going to wrap up this episode. There's going to be 2 episodes this week because we need to play catch up. So this one's a bit of a shorter episode, but we're rolling through. In the next episode, we're going to do a fantasy league update as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's everything.
That's everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button. Subscribe to his channel. Don't forget to have a look on Hudson socials at Hudson Kai Cooper everywhere. If you want to become a Patreon member or get involved with sponsorship, head over to patreon.com/HKC217. And if you're struggling to find him anywhere on any social platform, just search for the hashtag HKC217. And that concludes this week's episode. So thank you very much for ADS Financial. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget you can watch this on YouTube and you can watch it on Spotify video. You can listen to it on Spotify video, Spotify, and you can listen to it on every podcast service. If you just search for the HKC217 podcast, we'll pop right up.
Yep.
Make sure you share. Any questions, there's a link in the description what you can click and it opens up a web browser and you can actually leave a voice message and we'll play your voice message on the next show.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.